Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Sperling Gymnasium for another evening of Tiger basketball. Tonight we're very pleased to bring you the Tigers of USN against the Lady Crusaders of Hendersonville Christian. I'm Justin Fitzpatrick, very pleased to be joined this evening by beloved USN junior Liam Fitzgibbon.
Hi.
Welcome, Liam.
Thanks for having me.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Sperling Gymnasium for tonight's basketball game featuring the Crusaders of Hendersonville Christian Academy and your USN Tigers. This game is being played according to the rules of the TSSAA. These rules provide for fair competition among players. Spectators can help promote good sportsmanship by observing the rules of fair play. Everyone is requested to take personal responsibility for keeping this game at a high level of sportsmanship. At this time, will you all please rise and remove your hats in respect for the playing of our national anthem. The officials for tonight's game have been selected and assigned according to the procedures of the TSSAA. Their experience and integrity qualify them to ensure fair play, accurate scoring, and proper conduct in tonight's game. They are Billy Feldman, Al Studstill, and John Basford. Your clock operator is Jerome Bagwell, and your scorekeeper is William Elliott. And now, introducing your starting lineups. First up for the Crusaders. Number 2, Hallie Turner. Number 3, Kendall Smith. Number 12, Lauren Beatty. Number 15, Michaela Pinkerton. Number 35, Desi Munson. The head coach of Henderson Christian is Kim Beatty. And now, introducing your starting lineup for your USN Tigers. At guard, a junior, number 4, Olivia Johnson. At guard, a senior, number 20, Courtney. At guard, a sophomore, number 24, Brooke Burgess. At forward, a junior, number 25, Amara Pay. And at forward, a senior, number 13, Mary Sophia Wright. The Tigers' head coach is Dee Davis. Assistant coaches, Kanitha Pope and Michelle Booker.
Tigers tonight are in the all-white uniforms with blue lettering. The Crusaders of Hendersonville Christian in the Kelly green with the white letters. It's going to be Amara to jump it up against Smith from Hendersonville Christian. We're underway. Tigers win the opening tip. Mary Sophia shuttles it over to Brooke. They've got Amara down the post. Left-hand layup good. Tigers out to an early 2-0 lead. Beatty handles the ball, handling duties for Hendersonville Christian. Tigers in a zone. They switch on the high screen. Brooke ties up Munson, and the Crusaders will keep it. Munson inbounds to Beatty. Beatty over to Pinkerman, back to Beatty. Over to Munson, they're looking to post up Turner, nothing there. They reverse the ball over to Pinkerman, back. Beatty launches a deep three, good!
Three ball, good.
Nice shot there, Liam.
Yeah, that was very deep. Looked like it was good defense, but can't really stop those.
Looking to post up Amara on the other end. They get it to Dossett. Amara flashes to the other block. They get an inbound entry pass to her. She lays it in again on the left block. We're seeing what the Tiger plan is on the offensive end. They're trying to get it in close. Munson trying to find Turner in the post. Amara has her defended well. They're going to Beatty again. Beatty throws it down to Smith. Smith looking to work against Amara. Kicks it out to Beatty. Beatty launches a long two, blocked by Burgess. Smith gets her hands on it, but she's tied up by Courtney, and the Tigers will take over.
USN defense has been looking very strong for these first two possessions. The zone seems to really be working.
The Tigers will mix it up on defense. We've seen them play a lot of different looks. We've seen them press. We've seen them play man-to-man, and tonight we're seeing a 2-3 zone. And they look very strong, as you said, Liam. Tigers clustered up here on offense. They get it down to Mary Sophia. She had Amara, but she wasn't quite ready for the pass. It seemed to catch her just under the chin, surprised her a little bit, and caromed out of bounds. So Hendersonville Christian brings it back the other way. Beatty working against Courtney Rabb. Tigers trying to neutralize the sharp shooting of Beatty with their best defender. Munson dribbles over toward the corner. She picks up her dribble, tries to throw it back to Beatty, can't get it to her. Courtney with a steal. Here come the Tigers the other way. Amara's calling for it. They can't get it to her. Amara now has it on the baseline. Brooke trying to cut, but the pass was behind her. It got through to Dossett, over to Rabb. Now Amara has it on the baseline again. She's double teamed. Mary Sophia's wide open. Negotiates a better position for herself and lays it up and in.
USN seems really interested to get the ball in the post against this smaller Hendersonville Christian team.
3 field goals thus far, and they're all layups for USN. They lead 6-3 with 5:20 remaining in the opening quarter. Turner launches a 3. It's well off the mark. Pinkerton gets the rebound. Mary Sophia might have fouled her, no call. And the ball's loose on the floor and tied up, and this one will go back to Hendersonville Christian.
Hendersonville Christian may look to switch up the offense here because it clearly has not been working so far.
Quite a few turnovers thus far. They have hurt the Crusaders. Do we have another one here? We do not. Beatty manages to get the inbounds pass. Throws it over to Pinkerton, gets it back, launches a deep 3, no good. So we saw the zone look there again. It allowed for a perimeter shot, but Beatty missed. The Tigers bring it back the other way. Brooke over to Dossett. Amara flashes to the block. They throw it the other way. Courtney now with it. Back to Brooke up at the top. The cheerleaders trying to inspire the Tigers to another basket here. Mary Sophia has it at the elbow. She attacks the basket. Layup no good, but she's fouled. Nice take there for Mary Sophia.
Foul is called on Hendersonville.
She'll go to the line and shoot 2. 6-3 USN, 4:38 remaining in the first quarter.
Desi Munson is charged with foul. That's
It
her
looks like
first
USN
personal.
is going to want to make this a
Mary
very
Sophia
physical
right at the
game.
line, shooting
Feel
2.
very comfortable if they can do that.
They certainly have the advantage with Mary Sophia and Amara. 2 very strong, very physical players. Tough matchup for any team. Well, that's got to be a lane violation. Yeah, it appears they've got it right. Half the Crusaders meandered aimlessly into the lane before the ball was even shot. They get it right this time, and the free throw is good. So the Tigers extend their lead to 7-3. And the clock is not running. We've got Coach Ahmed down there. He seems Yes, he's got it now. Clock running with 4:35. Tigers with a steal. Mary Sophia, outstanding pass to Amara. Great look there, and it's another Tiger layup.
That's Amara's third layup of the game, and not even 4 minutes in.
Great start for the Tigers. It's 9-3. USN as we approach the halfway mark remaining in the first quarter. Pinkerton looks to get off the dribble. They're going to call a foul on Brooke. This is nearly a travel.
Crusaders basketball, take back.
Tigers remain in the zone. Munson looks to inbound. They throw it over to the opposite baseline. Turner launches a jumper. It's well short again. Pinkerton puts it up. No good. Amara with the rebound. Quick outlet to Brooke. 2-on-2 the other way. Brooke attacks the basket herself. Gets to the right side. Can't quite finish, but Dossett has the offensive rebound in the putback. It's yet another layup for USN. They lead now 11-3. 3:50 remaining in the first quarter. Munson gets a high screen from Beatty. Works over to her left side. Gets it to Pinkerton. Pinkerton gets a screen, throws it over to Beatty. Brooke is guarding her. Now to Smith. Back to Munson. Munson launches from the elbow. Good.
Both of Hendersonville Christians makes have come on heavily contested shots.
They've been tough perimeter shots, no doubt about it. We'll see if they can continue to make those. Amara literally screaming for the ball in the post. She wants it very badly. The Tigers can't get it to her. Courtney's tied up in the corner, but manages to get it to Amara, and she lays it in again. 13-5 USN. Beatty calls out the offense for the Crusaders, and they get into it. Munson dribbles to the left. Dishes over to Pinkerton. Pinkerton launches a deep three, well off the mark. Rebounds loose on the floor. Brooke comes away with it. 2-on-2 again the other way. She crosses over again, gets it to Courtney. Courtney pulls up. Bank shot no good. Mary Sophia is not blocked out in the least. And she puts back the rebound. The Tigers lead by 10, 15-5.
The Crusaders were caught watching the ball. They're not boxing out who they should have been guarding.
Always responsibility number one is to box out. And they didn't get it done right there. Beatty over to Pinkerton. She thinks about a three, but instead puts it on the floor. Kicks it over to Munson. Munson dribble drive to the left. Over to Beatty. Beatty launches another three. Off to the left. Burgess has the rebound. It's now 3-on-1. She carries the ball low. Little Euro step layup. Nicely done. And the Tigers extend their lead to 12 at 17-5 with 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Crusaders working very far from the basket. Munson working against Courtney Rabb. Gets it over to Beatty. Beatty passes on a three, now launches a 19-footer. It's good. Very nice shot there. As you said, Liam, all their points have come from the perimeter. They're content to shoot from out there.
Yeah, they just need to get some more open looks inside and have a chance.
Amara gets it down low, another left-hand layup, but she can't finish this one. She ties up the rebound. It's going to be a jump ball, and USN will keep it. Three new Tigers check in. It's Maggie Goodson, Jordan Sheets, and Sydney Neal. They replace Rad, Payne, and Reich. Brooke will throw it in. Excuse me, Liam.
USN's going for more of a smaller lineup now, it looks like.
Sydney shoots a three or possibly a long two. Couldn't tell from here. She came up short, and Beatty has the rebound. We're down to a minute 15. Beatty launches it forward to Munson. Sheets is on her. Cuts off the baseline. Munson picks up her dribble, is able to get it over to Beatty. High screen again. There's a foul on Brooke Burgess again. That's her second. Coach Davis gets Dabney Moore off the bench, and she'll check in with the Tigers leading by 10, 17-7. Beatty has the ball, calling out the offense. Crosses over half court, gets it to Smith, drops it to Munson. Munson tries a layup, no good, but she's fouled.
Shooting foul is called against USN.
So it's a couple of consecutive fouls for USN. This one's going to go on Sheets.
Sheets is charged with a foul. That is her first personal.
Munson will shoot two.
For the Crusaders is number 35, Desi Munson, shooting two.
First free throw's off the mark. The USN lead remains 10. Second free throw's good. So USN leads it 17-8. Clock running with 53 seconds left in the first quarter. Dossett brings it up, gets it over to Dabney. Back to Dossett. Over to Sheets. Goodson flashing from block to block. Dabney looks for her. They can't get it to her. Skip pass over to the opposite corner. Sheets launches from the baseline. Good. A nice little 16-footer from the baseline for Jordan Sheets. The Tiger lead is back to 11 at 19-8.
She seems to make a lot of those shots.
She's a good shooter. You're right about that. Crusaders now with the ball. Munson launches a three. Short. Sheets with the rebound. 20 seconds left in the quarter. The ball is... Ooh, I thought it was off Sheets. They're going to say Tiger basketball. Oh, now they changed their mind. I think the official just signaled the wrong way. He immediately said green ball. So the Crusaders keep it, 17.7 remaining in the quarter. Munson sets the play into motion. She throws it into Beatty. Beatty working against Dabney. Drives, tries to shoot a 15-footer, didn't get it off. Dabney blocked it, and Coach D calls for time. So the Tigers will try to set something up here in the last 11.9 seconds as they lead Hendersonville Christian 19-8. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Who are you looking for on this possession, Liam?
I think the ball may be in Olivia Dawson's hands, maybe just inside the three-point line.
She's made a lot of big shots for the Tigers this season, and I wouldn't be surprised to see them go to her for another one here. Looks like we got about half the cheerleaders tonight, Liam.
Yeah.
Not a full squad, but they're more than loud enough to be well heard throughout the gym.
Yeah, and I don't know where the student section is, but they may come later.
As you can see on your screen, we have one solitary lower schooler lying down in the far bleachers, his head resting on his duffel bag. The Tigers throw it in. Here comes Dawson forward. Clock running with 10. Everyone sets up on the right side. Dabney flashes over to the left. They get it to Sheets in the corner. Sheets for three. Short. 1 second left. And the Crusaders hold on to the ball. And the quarter comes to a close. We're through 8 minutes here at Sperling. The score, USN 19, Hendersonville Christian 8. As we prepare to start the second quarter, we at USN Broadcasting would like to thank one of our sponsors, Gertner & Company. You've seen their signs all over Nashville, and that's because they're the best in the business. We certainly appreciate all they do to support USN Broadcasting, and we hope that you will support them by contacting them with any of your real estate or property management needs. Gertner & Company, excellence in property management since 1968. Liam, any last thoughts on the first quarter?
I don't think USN needs to change much. They were very dominating in that half, getting the ball down low and making almost all their layups.
I'm sure that's what they'll continue to look to do. As we look over at the bench, Coach D appears to be talking to the starting five. So I think we'll see the starting five for USN as we begin the second quarter. And of course, most prominently in that group are Amara and Mary Sophia. They had plenty of points in the first quarter. I didn't do the arithmetic, but we have 19 points.
I think Amara had 8.
We have 19 points. Between the two of them, they might have 15 of the 19 points, something like that. They played quite well. That was a double dribble. The official saw it, yes. So it's a prompt turnover for the Crusaders to start the second quarter. Amara will throw it in with USN leading 19-8. 2 bounces and Brooke picks it up and sets the offense into motion. Crusaders now in a zone. They're trying to pack the lane to try to keep the Tigers from getting the layups. Dossett penetrates. Her layup attempt is short. Mary Sophia has the rebound, gets it over to Amara. Right-hander, no good. Gets it back. Another shot is good, and she's fouled.
Amara Payne for 2.
Tigers look unstoppable on the inside tonight.
That was called on the play. Crusaders
And Mary Sophia Reich, we have to give her plenty of credit. She's done an excellent job passing the ball, finding Amara when double teams have collapsed onto her. Amara finishes the old-fashioned three-point play. USN leads it 22-8. And the Tigers now showing a bit of a pressure look. Pinkerton doesn't catch the pass cleanly, but gets it back, gets it over to Munson. Munson over to Beatty. They try to get it forward, and they throw it away. Brooke has it for USN. pushing forward. Dawson on the baseline, down low to Payne. Payne goes to the right, drops it off to Mary Sophia. She kicks it out. 18-footer for Olivia's no good. Mary Sophia gets another uncontested rebound and puts it back in.
Offensive rebounds have been one of the big keys for the Tigers so far, winning almost every single rebound.
The Tigers have the Crusaders tripled up at the moment, 24-8, as we hit 7 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Munson throws it into the corner to Hannah, who sees her first action of the evening. It's another turnover. Mary Sophia advances it forward with great haste. Dawson now has it over at the wing. Gets it to Reich. She took her eyes off the ball a little bit there, and it's a turnover for USN. They get it over to the ball handler, Beatty. She brings it forward. Munson attacks the baseline. Dawson cuts it off. Beatty gets it back. Courtney has her defended. Tiger switch the screen. It's going to be a jump ball. Amara did a great job defending that one.
Substitution being made for the Crusaders.
So USN will have it. 6:23 remaining in the second quarter. They lead it 24-8. Coach Davis calls out the offense, and the players echo her commands and move into position. Brooke crosses over to the left as they try to move the two high players in the zone, free up somebody. Amara attacks the baseline, fires a bullet pass to Mary Sophia. She appears to have had the wind knocked out of her a little bit. She's grasping her chest and laughing as she gets back on defense on the other end. 26-8 USN. Munson gets it over to Pinkerton. Pinkerton with a runner. It's off the front rim. Payne has the rebound. Tigers have numbers the other way. Brooks in front of everybody. Amara's attacking. Now passes to Brooke. Back to Amara. Lays it up and in. That was a nice little two-person game there. And the Tigers lead by 20. The official takes a timeout to check on Mary Sophia to see if she's okay after she was nearly injured by her own teammate's pass. You don't see that too often.
Yeah. It's clear to see that they've been in the weight room.
No doubt about that. It's paying dividends in some ways, but perhaps not in others if your passes are taking the wind out of your own teammates. But the scoreboard shows the relevant result. USN leads it 28-8. We're down to 5:15 left in the second quarter. Munson launches a long two, again well short, and Payne has another rebound. She outlets to Burgess. Burgess fires it forward to Rab. Rab launches a three, no good. Beatty the long rebound for Hendersonville Christian. Beatty calls out the offense and makes a hand signal, which presumably is calling out the offense. Gets it to Munson at the high post, kicks it out to Turner. Turner over to Beatty. Beatty drives left against Courtney. She gets the screen, throws it out to Munson. They nearly collide with one another. Courtney's going for a steal, can't quite get one. They get it to Smith. Smith puts up a one-hander. She's fouled by Payne.
Foul is called against USN.
Payne had good position, but she stopped moving her feet a little bit, and that allowed her to get out of position, and then she sort of reached over and fouled Smith. Smith's first free throw rattles out. The USN lead remains 20 at 28-8.
Substitutions being made. 22 into the game.
Second free throw spins out. So here comes Reich the other way. Over to Burgess. Burgess to Sheets. Shot no good, but Payne with another easy offensive rebound and put back.
If I'm right, I think Amara has 15 points so far.
Fantastic first half of basketball for her. We've got Hannah working on Courtney. Ball's loose. Tigers have it. Burgess does well to throw it forward to Courtney. Courtney's got a layup. It's good. Rolls around the rim and in. We're halfway through the second quarter now, and it's 32-8 USN. The Crusaders losing a little bit of life now. They're hustling a little bit less to the loose balls. Tigers are first to every one. Mary Sophia puts it on the floor, gets it over to Sheets. Sheets to Burgess. Burgess tries a three of her own. It's perfect.
Burgess from downtown.
An audible splash is heard on that one. That was a thing of beauty. And it's going to be timeout Hendersonville Christian. They trail the USN Tigers 35-8 with 3:30 left in the first half. Liam, is there anything that the Crusaders can do here to kind of stem the USN tide?
I don't know about right now. It's going to take a lot of work to cut this lead down. But I think they've been, in the second quarter, they've definitely been working more on trying to run their offense and not shoot contested shots. But I think they're just being outplayed right now. I don't know if there's much they can do. They're being out-hustled.
They're being out-hustled. They've got to find a way to just do the fundamentals. Box out on defense. Tigers have had many putbacks. They've launched a lot of long jump shots that have missed quite badly. They've made their share as well. But on the ones that have missed, they've been able to get the rebound nearly uncontested and put them back for simple layups. Let's see what the Crusaders do on offense. Pickerman, attacks the baseline, but can't finish. Neha Sagi in the game throws it forward to Brooke. Brooks fouled by Beatty.
Foul is called against the Crusaders.
So it'll be Brooke at the line shooting 2.
Lauren Beatty is charged with the foul. That's her first personal foul.
Neha Sagi reports back to the bench. She'll stay in the game, but she receives instructions from Coach Davis. And the Tigers coordinate their defense as Brooke launches her first free throw, and it is good. So the USN lead balloons to 36-8, 3:12 remaining in the opening half. A high spin from Burgess. Second free throw on its way, and it is good.
USN seems to be pretty good at free throws on the boys and girls.
High school basketball, if you can execute the fundamentals, that puts you ahead of almost every team. Doing the simple things well is such a big deal. We've got a foul on Brooke. That's her third of the first half. So coach will take her out probably for the remainder of the half. Dawson checks back in. Tigers continue to press. Crusaders throw it into Hannah. Hannah tries to work it up the right sideline. Trap is waiting for her there. She more or less gets through the trap and gets it over to Beatty. So they've broken the press. Beatty dribbling left, gets a high screen, launches a 15-footer, no good. Rebound is batted out of bounds, and the Tigers will have it. 37-8 USN, 2:57 remaining in the opening half. The official at last gathers the ball, passes it off to Neha, who gives it to Olivia. Wheel is the call, working against the zone defense of the Crusaders. Olivia heads over to her right. Sheets runs around the formation, catches a pass, passes on a 3, gets it over to Dawson, over to Rab, back to Dawson, top of the circle. Reverses it to Sheets. Now to Courtney, looking for Neha on the post. Neha's free, layup, no good. Forrester the rebound, she can't put it in. And the rebound is had by Turner of Hendersonville Christian.
Looks like USN is really trying to space out that zone with a lot of passes around the wing.
The Tigers haven't shot terribly well from the perimeter, and I think Hendersonville's made a good decision to switch to the zone defense. It should slow the Tigers scoring a little bit. Neha Sagi with a block there, nicely done, and steals it from Pinkerman. Outstanding possession there on defense for Neha Sagi. Here come the Tigers 2-on-2. Courtney Rabb gets it over to Sheets. Nice pass there, pull up 10-footer, no good. Courtney hustling for the rebound, she's got it. Taps it over to Dawson, gets it back. Dawson now has the ball. The Tigers set up in the half-court offense. Dawson attacking to the right, now throws it back to the left to Courtney. Forrester has it at the high post, gets it over to Sheets in the other corner. She dribbles back to the middle and gets it back to Courtney near the half-court stripe. Now Dawson has it. We're at 1:30 remaining in the opening half. Pass down low to Sagi in the post, kicks it back out. Now over to Dawson, reverses it. Sheets from 18 feet, no good. The rebound is out of bounds. No, we've got a foul call. Who's this one going to be on? It's going to be on Beatty for Hendersonville Christian. That is the 4th team foul of the half for Hendersonville Christian, so neither team terribly close to the bonus.
Right now it seems like USN is very content with just passing it around and waiting until they get the perfect shot.
It does seem like even if the Tigers didn't score for the rest of the night, which we know that's not going to happen, but if they didn't score for the rest of the night, I think 37 points would probably be enough to win this game. Sydney Neal's open for three. Shot is short. Pinkerman has the rebound for Hendersonville. She gets it over to Beatty. Clock showing 1 minute and counting left in the opening half. Here's Pinkerman now working against Neha. Throws it back to Beatty. Dabney's on her. Tries to get a high screen. It's too low. Dabney comes over it. Now Sydney is guarding Hannah. Hannah dribbles toward the baseline. Lots of helpers come to greet her. She lobs it in. Ball's loose. Back to Beatty. It's chaos all over the floor right now. No one's in any sort of position. Hendersonville launches a three. It's well off the mark. The rebound is saved by Pinkerman, but Neha has it. She throws it forward to Dabney. The Tigers slow it down. 22 seconds left. Sydney's open. She passes on a three. Back to Dawson. We're at 15 seconds. Here's Dawson going left. Now right. Looking for Sydney in the corner. She's got her. 8 seconds. Double team on Sydney. They throw it to Sagi. She's open. Layup no good. Forster the rebound. Puts up a layup. It's good.
That's good. Good. Forster.
And she delivers herself a hearty round of applause. And well deserved it is. She gets into the scorebook.
USN Tigers.
And we head into halftime with the score. The USN Tigers 39. Hendersonville Christian Crusaders 8. As we head into halftime, we at USN Broadcasting would like to take this opportunity to thank another one of our sponsors, Steve Gorman Sports. You can hear Steve Gorman Sports on Fox Sports Radio via the iHeartRadio app from Monday through Friday from 5 to 7 p.m. Best talk show on the radio, Liam. Let me tell you.
I really enjoy it. It's a good show, and it's very interesting.
Check him out 5 to 7 on Fox Sports Radio via the iHeartRadio app. Any last thoughts for the first half?
I don't want to speak too soon, but I feel like USN has a very comfortable lead at this point. But that doesn't mean that they should stop attacking on offense.
Yeah, we were talking about this in the previous game where we had a really tough loss against Good Pasture, that you always want to use games like this kind of as glorified scrimmages or practices. See what you can do to continue to work on your execution on offense and defense. That will pay dividends down the road. So we'll hope to see the Tigers do that in the second half. We'll take a 9-minute break, and we'll be back to you with the second half in 9 minutes. Welcome back to Sperling. As the final 20 seconds tick off the halftime clock and we prepare to start the third quarter. The Tigers have a 39-8 lead. And it looks like it's going to be Crusader basketball to start the third. Crusaders are a little bit unprepared to inbound it, but now they have it. And Pinkerman throws it into Beatty, and the third quarter is underway. Pinkerman gets it back. Tigers remain in a zone look.
That looked like a travel.
Turner puts it up, no good. Yeah, I agree, that did look like a travel. Turner gets it back. She's tied up. Jump ball. Tigers help Turner to her feet.
Possession arrow goes to USN.
It'll be USN ball. They'll have their first possession of the second half with a 31-point lead. Here comes Burgess. Fires it over to the right wing to Dawsett. 3 defenders greet her there. Kick out to Brooke. Brooke tries a 3, spins out. Rebound Pinkerman. She nearly traveled but was able to get it out to Beatty. Courtney's there at half court to greet Beatty. The Tigers set up their defense. Now with a man-to-man look. Mary Sophia gets a hand on that pass. Couldn't quite steal it. Beatty tries a long 2. It's no good. Dawsett has the rebound. Outlets it down the middle to Payne. Payne looking for Burgess. Outstanding pass. Threaded the needle. Brooke was blocked. And the Tigers will keep it.
I have no clue how that pass happened.
No, that was
Nice pass.
truly threading the needle. Tigers set a couple of screens on the inbounds play. Burgess gets it to Dawsett. She's fouled. Nicely done there. Dawsett came free. The defense seemed to have their eyes on Amara, and that liberated Dawsett to attack the basket where she was fouled.
Number 15,
She'll shoot 2.
in charge of the foul, her first personal. At the line for the Tigers, number 4, Olivia Dawsett, shooting 2.
2 dribbles, a spin, a pause. First free throw is short. So the score remains 39-8. Both teams scoreless thus far in the second half. Dawsett takes a deep breath and steps in. Second free throw is also no good. So the score remains the same, 39-8. Clock running with 6:50 left in the third quarter. Smith tries to get to the post. Mary Sophia blocked it, and it resulted in a Tiger steal. Burgess with the ball, and the Tigers come back the other way. Brooke crosses half court, gets it to Dawsett. They get it to Mary Sophia in the post. Amara's cutting. They don't get it to her. Courtney top of the key. Over to Dawsett, back to Courtney. Courtney throws it back to Olivia. They keep swinging the ball, trying to free somebody in the post, but they can't do it. Burgess with the ball over to Dawsett. Now Payne's got it in the post, but the pass, Amara just took it away. She just ripped the ball cleanly out of her hands. It was like Miles Jack in that AFC Championship game over the weekend. Took it clean out of her hands. Strip sack, yes, nicely done. Hannah now with the ball for Hendersonville Christian. She gets it over to Smith. Smith to Beatty. Beatty with a deep 3. Quick release there. Just missed. Payne the rebound.
If Hendersonville Christian's going to have a chance, they're going to need her to have some shots start dropping.
She's been the scorer for them thus far. What scoring there's been. They're still on 8 points with 5:40 remaining in the third. Dawsett tries a 3. Too strong. Rebound Smith. No. It came loose, and Reich now has it for USN. Kicks it out. Amara wants it in the post. She's got it. Puts it up against the double team. Can't finish. Hannah the rebound. Beatty comes forward slowly with Courtney shadowing her all the way. Gets it forward to Pinkerman. Pinkerman works to her left. And the bounce pass had a short hop that got away from Turner and caromed out of bounds. So the Tigers get it back. They lead 41-8, 5:13 left in the third. Brooke calls out the offense. Dawsett collects the ball from her just inside half court. 2 high defenders are there, looking to try to set up some sort of trap. She dribbles around it to the right. Now over to Brooke. Brooke tries a deep 3. Good! Just enough backspin to get that one to stay within the cylinder, and the Tigers increase their lead to 44-8. They're on a 20-0 run. I remember it was 24-8. That's quite a run. Shot is blocked by Payne, but Beatty gets it back. She moves toward the baseline, puts it on the floor, stolen by Reich. Can she find Amara in the front court? She tries to. She doesn't do it. The pass was deflected and intercepted by Hannah. Hannah gets it forward to Pinkerman. The Tigers try to trap, and she's fouled. A little too physical there were Reich and Payne over on the far sideline. Foul will be on Mary Sophia.
Mary Sophia Wright charged with the foul. That is her first personal foul. Crusaders basketball.
Pinkerman throws it in to Beatty. And the Crusaders start the offense. Pinkerman dribbles left, looking for Beatty again. They've got her, but the pass was again too low. It's loose. Courtney Rabb with a deflection out of bounds. Crusaders keep it.
Being made for Hendersonville.
Again, this USN defense looks like
Entering
it's
the game for the Crusaders is number 20, Shelly Wayne.
The Crusaders have had no answers thus far. They can't get it down low, and even if they could, I'm not sure what they would do with it. The Tigers have all the advantage there in terms of size and strength. This was a travel. This is 3 travels. The official likes to call the third of the 3, and the Tigers will take over.
Timeout call,
letting the
USN.
other team know that what they did on that last play.
Yes, it is not allowed by the rules of the game. Coach D calls for time. 4:04 remaining in the third. USN leads it 44-8. It'll be a full timeout. The Tigers take their seat on the bench. Not much to say at this point. The Tigers who are standing look less than completely interested in the goings-on of this timeout. I think I see Dabney yawning. Neha is scratching her nose. Sydney is also yawning. They say yawns are contagious. If one person yawns and another sees it, it causes them to yawn. That appears to be what's going on in the Tiger huddle. Amara's face is buried in her jersey, perhaps to hide a yawn. We can't tell. We can't tell from this angle. Coach D wouldn't like to see it, I'm sure. Dabney nods to indicate interest in whatever is being discussed. Coach D has the clipboard out. She's drawing up a play of some type. The Crusaders break the huddle. Wong checks in. She'll see her first action of the night. First horn sounds. The Tigers about to break the huddle. Coach D continuing to draw feverishly over there. And with a small measure of enthusiasm, the Tigers break the huddle with a 1-2-3 Tigers, and they throw it in. We cross over the halfway mark of the third quarter. Again, the score is USN 44, Hendersonville Christian 8. Tigers looking to set up the offense here. Backdoor play to Dawson. They've got a layup. Nicely done. That's a play that USN has run ever since I've been at this school. They used to run it the first play of every game, and it resulted in many layups for the backdoor guard. Good to see that play. It's been effective for a long time. Skip pass to Hannah. The pass arrives. Brooke gets a hand on it, but Hannah gets it back. Gets it over to Beatty. Beatty now working to her left. Brooke comes over to help. Nicely done. Beatty thinks about a shot, passes. Hannah launches a 3. No good. Short. Wong can't control the rebound, and she fouls Dawson. Yes, indeed.
Foul is called against the Crusaders. Number 20, Shelly Wayne charged with the foul. Her first.
Reich throws it in
foul.
to Burgess.
USN basketball.
And here come the Tigers the other way. They lead 46-8. 3:10 remaining in the third. Courtney has it over at the left wing. Passes up to Dawson. To Reich at the high post. Courtney at the baseline. Launches a long 2. No good. Amara has the rebound. Puts it back in.
Amara Payne.
It's a familiar refrain this evening. Amara with a simple putback. Uncontested. Off a perimeter miss. And the USN lead is now 40 at 48-8.
I think she has to have at least 20 points by now. And she's inching closer towards a double-double.
Wait, what do you think? Maybe even a 20-20 game, Leon?
I mean, that's not out of the question.
Not out of the question. If Hendersonville Christian had a few fewer turnovers and more missed shots, then I'd say it's definitely a good chance. It's 2 more for Amara there. And the Tigers reach the half-century mark. And with that, 5 new players arise from the bench and report to the scorer's table. It's a steal by Dawson. 4-on-2, but she slows it down. Gets it over to Brooke. Coach D wants to see a well-executed half-court set here. Working against the zone. Brooke goes left. Dawson runs the baseline. She gets a pass, gets it down low to Payne, lays it up and in. That makes it 52-8 with 1:55 left in the third. Here comes Beatty. She hasn't played a bad game, but her teammates haven't helped her as much as she would have liked. That's the reason that it's a 44-point game. Pinkerman turns it over, and she fouled Mary Sophia.
Blocking foul called on the Crusaders.
So this is the first time in the game the Tigers are going for a platoon swap.
Michaela Pinkerman charging the foul, her second.
I think Coach Davis is satisfied with the results that she's gotten from the starting lineup, and she wants to give some experience to the younger players. It's all underclassmen on the court at the moment. As you mentioned earlier, Liam, we've got Sydney running the 1. We'll see how she does in that role. She gets it over to Sydney. Sydney to Bria. Into the corner to Dabney. Dabney tries a 3. Too strong. Naya has the rebound. Ball swatted away from her. Sydney goes and gets it. Sydney puts it up, no good. But Forster has the rebound and a putback.
That's her second basket of the game here tonight.
Nicely done. Yeah, she scored right at the end of the first half. And after each of her 2 baskets, she applauded, presumably to credit her teammate for an assist, not to credit herself for making the layup. Ball's loose on the floor. The Crusaders come away with it. Smith gets it out to Beatty. Smith then sets a high screen. Nicely done. Beatty launches a 3. No good. Rebounds loose on the floor. Tied up. Possession arrow points to Hendersonville Christian. 39.5 left in the third. USN with a massive 54-8 lead. Smith throws it into Beatty. Beatty looks to skip it to Hannah. She's got it. Hannah tries a 3. Good. Beautiful shot there. That was nice. That was nice. That puts the Crusaders into double digits. They now have 11 against the Tigers' 54. Looks like it'll be the last possession here of the third quarter. Clock running with 20 seconds. Sydney Neal dribbles over to the right. She's got Sheets in the corner. Sheets tries a 3. No good. Neha fighting for the rebound. Can't get it. So Hendersonville will have a chance here for a shot. 10 seconds and running. Here comes Beatty. Working against Dabney. Good defense. Comes back to the right. Can she get a shot up? She does, but it's well off to the right. The third quarter comes to a close. Your score, USN Tigers 54, Hendersonville Christian 11. As we have the 1-minute intermission between the third and fourth quarter, we at USN Broadcasting would like to thank another one of our sponsors, Diskin Cider. Be sure to visit Diskin Cidery opening in March. You can enjoy the cider menu while drinking fresh-pressed sparkling juice or locally made sodas with no added sugars, flavorings, or preservatives, or concentrates. Nothing bad in that stuff, all the best. Hope you can get a chance to visit them when they open in March. We certainly appreciate all that they've done for USN Broadcasting. Liam, what would you like to see from the Tigers here in the fourth quarter?
I think if the Tigers can hold Hendersonville Christian to under 18 points in the game, I think that'd be a pretty good goal.
It'll be good to see the bench players, the bench platoon as you put it, gain some valuable experience for not just the upcoming years, but the remaining games of this season. A lot of these players who we're seeing on the floor right now do see already significant minutes. And so the quality of their play is quite important.
Come playoff time, some of these could be very important pieces to the Tigers' playoff hopes.
That's right. And the Tigers have had their difficulties with injuries and other missed games. We see Kaya Smith, unfortunately, is not able to suit up again tonight. But it hasn't hurt the Tigers too much in this particular contest. Dabney's in trouble in the corner, but gets it out to Sydney. Over to Jordan, down low to Bria. Bria puts it up and is fouled. She'll go to the line for 2. $54-11 remains the score.
Rebecca Bell charged with the foul, her first personal.
The cheerleaders hoist their pom-poms silently into the air. Bria's first free throw spins out. Score remains 54-11. Priya rehearses a good follow-through and then receives the ball from the official. Puts it on its way. No good. Neha has the rebound for USN, but she loses it out of bounds, and the ball goes over to the Crusaders. With the Tiger lead at more than 35 points, the clock is running here in a mercy rule situation. Smith with the ball, looking for help. Dribbles left, a bit of a mishandle, but gets it back. Dribbles over to the baseline. Gets it back to Beatty. Beatty launches another three. No good. And the ball is going to get out of bounds. So it'll be Tiger basketball. Forced her to throw it in. She gives it to Sydney. Here come the Tigers the other way. Sydney, I didn't see her call out a play there, but the Tigers seem to know what to do. Dabney attacks the baseline, tries to kick it out to Sydney. Good anticipation by Hannah. Prevented the pass from being completed, but the Tigers will keep it. Clock running with 6:30 left in the game. Sydney looks to throw it in. Dabney flashes up high, and the pass arrives to her. Sydney then runs the baseline, puts it up from the baseline. It's good. Nice little 15-footer there.
Heavily contested. That's a nice shot.
Indeed, Tiger lead is 45 at 56-11. 6 minutes left in the game. Smith has it in the corner. She holds it and then gets it back to Pinkerman. Pinkerman up high to Beatty. Beatty over to Hannah. Flashing through the lane is Bell. Oh, Dabney nearly carried it there, but no call. Sydney settles things down a bit for USN. Oh, a steal by Hannah. Nice play. Trying to get a layup. Sydney recovers. Layup's good. Nice play there by Hannah. 56-13 USN.
I think that's the Crusaders' first points off turnovers in this game. Maybe even their first fast break points.
They're trying to trap the point guard. Can they get another steal? Well, they tie it up, and they'll get the ball. So, in effect, it's a steal. Coach D won't be happy with that. Need a little more help. The point guard needs to get rid of the ball a little more quickly, and players on the offensive end need to free themselves for the point guard to pass it to them. Smith with the ball up high for Hendersonville Christian. She finds Beatty. Dabney's on her. Beatty dribbles left. Pull up from the elbow. No good. Rebound Sheets. Sheets is fouled by Bell. Only the fourth team foul of the half. Clock running with 4:40 left in the game. Again, it's USN 56, Hendersonville Christian 13.
USN basketball to inbound.
Forster throws it into Sydney. Coach Davis seeming to call out individual instructions to each player on the offensive end. They get it to Dabney at the foul line. Turnaround, no good. Neha gets the rebound, tries to throw it out to Sydney, and it's batted out of bounds. So the Tigers will keep it. Coach calls out the play. Sydney Neal sees the ball lobbed over her head from one official to the other. Then receives the ball, gets it down low to Neha, who loses it out of bounds. But it was deflected by Bell, so the Tigers will keep it as we approach the halfway mark of the fourth quarter. Sydney will throw it in again. Gets it into Forster. She is not fouled, but can't convert. Ball's loose on the floor, picked up by Hannah. Here comes Hannah the other way, working up the left sideline. Crosses half court. Gets it to Beatty. Beatty throws it to the left wing over to Hannah. Hannah attacks the baseline, spins back to the right. Now left again. It's out of bounds off of Sydney. So the Crusaders keep it. 3:30 and counting left in the game. Pinkerman sets the play into motion. Throws it off. Sheets is back. Now attacking the basket. It's up and in. Nice play.
Very nice play.
Caught the defense sleeping there a little bit. Down to 56-15. Sydney throws it over to Sheets. Gets it back to Sydney. Back to Sheets again. Sheets tries a three. Good.
Jordan Sheets for three.
The bench loves that one. They're mimicking in humble adoration the fine follow-through of Jordan Sheets on those three-point shots. USN leads it by 44 points, 59-15. 2 minutes 45 left in the game. The official hands the ball to Pinkerman. Pinkerman throws it into the corner to Beatty. Beatty drives to the left. Nothing there. Trying to find Hannah. She does. Hannah hands off to Smith. Smith back to Beatty up near half court. High screen. Beatty passes on it. Gets it over to Pinkerman. Pinkerman now driving. She's fouled by Dabney. I believe it will be a shooting foul. Excuse me, the foul was on Sheets. I thought that it was on Dabney, but it was not. Pinkerman will shoot 2. 2 dribbles, a spin, a third dribble, and a miss. Score remains 59-15 USN. 3 dribbles, a spin, a fourth dribble. And the shot is good. So that makes it 59-16. And the clock should resume running any second now. Now it does, yes. And it's approaching 2 minutes. Sydney splits the defense. Kick out to Dabney from 18 feet. No good. Rebound is deflected out of bounds, and the Tigers keep it. Clock running under 2 minutes. We've got a timeout.
Timeout call on USN.
USN calls for time. 30-second timeout.
But the clock's still running.
But the clock's still running. Clock operator, he'll get it. He's a young man. He has much to learn. And we have no doubt that he will. The Tigers will stand for the 30-second timeout. Looks like Coach D is just instructing the Tigers on how to run out mercifully the last 101 seconds of this game. Over in the other huddle, it looks like the Crusader coach is somewhat at a loss for ideas to convey to her team. But they break down with great spirit. And they reemerge on the floor as the first horn sounds, and the Tigers prepare to break their huddle. Which they do. Sydney Neal stands on the baseline under the offensive goal, prepares to throw it in. She throws it out to Sheets. Sheets over to Sydney. Sydney now driving left, puts up a layup, spins out. Rebound Bell. Bell gets it to Hannah. Hannah over to Beatty. Minute 30 and running in this contest. Pinkerman takes a look at a 3, but she doesn't shoot it. She now drives the baseline. Sydney cuts it off. Sydney with a steal. No, Pinkerman got it back. Ball's bounced around. Hannah now has it. Hannah puts up a scoop shot. No good. Forster has the rebound. Glasses are loose on the floor. What a great sportsman-like gesture. Pinkerman picked up the glasses and handed them to Forster before they could be stepped on. Really appreciate that. Good sports all the way. We're under a minute remaining. Sydney gets it over to Sheets. Sheets launches from just past the elbow, banks it in. That makes it 61-16 USN. And here comes Beatty the other way. Sheets goes for a steal, doesn't get it. Hannah launches another 3, short. Rebound gathered by Soggy. She outlets to Sheets. Sheets tries to get it forward to Neal. It's deflected and intercepted. Hannah has it. Hannah gets it over to Smith. Smith to Beatty. Under 30 seconds. Can the Crusaders get a bucket here? No. Soggy blocks the shot. Dabney gets it, and it's a 2-on-none. Sydney will take it herself, and she'll lay it in. That makes it 63-16. We're down to 10 seconds. Beatty throws it over to Hannah. Down to Bell. Bell throws it to Pinkerman. Pinkerman launches from the elbow. No good. No, don't shoot it. Don't shoot it. Sydney Neal apologizes to Coach Davis for thinking about shooting it, and rightly so. The game mercifully runs out. The final score, the Tigers of USN 63, the Crusaders of Hendersonville Christian 16. Liam, your final thoughts on tonight's contest.
Very dominating performance from the Tigers. I don't know what stopped them tonight. They were very good all around on the glass, down low, even outside.
Really balanced offensive attack and good execution on the defensive end as well. It's a good win, and we'll look forward to seeing the Tigers in their next action. So with that, we're going to take a little bit of a break. Clock running now with 15 minutes, and we'll be back for tonight's boys game against the Crusaders of Hendersonville Christian in 15 minutes. See you then.
basketball game featuring the Crusaders of Hendersonville Christian Academy and your USN Tigers. This game is being played according to the rules of the TSSAA. These rules provide for fair competition among players. Spectators can help promote good sportsmanship by observing the rules of fair play. Everyone is requested to take personal responsibility for keeping this game at a high level of sportsmanship. The officials for tonight's game have been selected and assigned according to the procedures of the TSSAA. Their experience and integrity qualify them to ensure fair play, accurate scoring, and proper conduct in tonight's game. They are Billy Feldman, Al Studstill, and John Bassford. Your clock operator is Jerome Bagwell. Your scorekeeper is William Elliott. And now your starting lineups for both teams. First up for the Hendersonville Christian Academy Crusaders. Number 0, Peyton Shoulders. Number 1, Tanner Sturgis. Number 3, Justin Bader. Number 4, Joseph Musna. Number 5, Jalen Cole. And now your starting lineups for USA Tigers. At guard, the junior, number 4, Connell Gorman. A guard, a senior, number 12, Quinn Wheelock. A sophomore at 4, number 33, Graham Elliott. A junior at 4, number 3, George Corzine. And the senior at guard, number 22, Drew Zibble. Your head coach for Hendersonville Christian Academy is John Taylor. And head coach for the USN Tigers is Mike Jones. His assistant coaches are Greg Anderson, Tyler Jones, and Bradley Taylor.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome back to Sperling Gymnasium for tonight's boys game. The Tigers of USN taking on the Crusaders of Hendersonville Christian, who are dressed in the midnight green uniforms with lighter green letters and gold trim. The Crusaders win the opening tip, and Musnug brings it forward for them. They get it over to Sturgis. Sturgis swings it over to Musnug. Bit of a mishandle. Drew's on him. He dribbles over to the other baseline. Now Cole attacks the basket, trying to get past George. Scoops it with the left hand. Good. So the Crusaders out to an early 2-0 lead.
Interesting offense the Crusaders have. They've got a lot of movement, and it works for them on that first play.
Trying to free up players against the tight man-to-man defense. It worked effectively there. They play a zone defense themselves. Tigers get it into George, back to Drew. Drew passes on a 3, tries to improve his position. They get it back to George in the high post. George attacks, pulls up, shot, spins out. Was halfway down but didn't stay there. Score remains Hendersonville Christian 2, USN nothing. Musnug brings it up to the right, now crosses over to the left, over to Cole. Cole working against George. Gets it over to Shoulders. Shoulders tries a 3, it's good. 5-0 Hendersonville in the early going.
Looks like it's going to be a shooting game for the Crusaders.
Connell gives it back to Drew. Drew tries a 3, no good. Graham Elliott, can he get the rebound? He does. He gets it over to Connell. Connell tries a 3 from the opposite wing, short. Quinn fighting for the rebound, he's got it. He tries to get it over to Drew, it's deflected out of bounds. Might have been better served going up right there.
Awesome job on the offensive boards. You got to keep trying to get second chance opportunities.
Tigers get into George, little jump hook, good. So the Tigers are on the board, they trail 5-2. Coach Jones calls out to Connell and the Tigers set up their defense. They're in a man-to-man set. They get over to Cole. Cole tries a three, spins out. Quinn gathers the rebound. Nicely done. Shoulders was coming over to try to contest it, but Quinn secured it for USN. Drew calling out the offense now for the Tigers. George looks to set a high screen. Drew passes on it. He attacks the baseline. Throws it around the baseline to Quinn. Quinn launches a three. Good! That ties the score at 5.
Quinn seems to be the one that always starts USN off with a three-pointer.
Teams don't always look for him. They often concentrate their defense against Drew. Dibble with a steal. Can he get past her? He does. It's 7 in a row for USN. They have a 7-5 lead. Cole working against George, trying to get forward. He's trying to go all the way. It's going to be a foul on George. Contested him a little bit too closely with the body. Tried to ride him away from the basket. The official called a foul. They get it back into Cole. Cole's looking to get to the basket again. He puts it up. No good. Rebound swatted out by Sturgis. He gets it to Musnug, who tries a three. It's no good. Graham fights for the rebound, and he gets it. Outlet to Quinn, who drops it off to Drew. Drew with a high pass to Connell. Skips it over to Drew. Quinn from the baseline. Gets it back to Drew. Gets it to George at the high post. Defense collapses on him. He kicks it out to Drew for three. No good. Another close one there, but it didn't stay down. Still 7-5 USN.
Too many threes right now. They've only been putting up threes, and it seems like they can get inside if they use some cutting and maneuvering.
Corzine's had a few opportunities, but he's often passed out from the high post. He may be able to put it on the floor and have some success. Cole kicks it out to Bader. Bader drops it off for Musnug, and the Crusaders reset. Kicks it out to Shoulders for three. No good. George has the rebound. He pushes forward. The numbers aren't there. George now has it in the post. Can he put up a jump hook? He does. It's good.
That's his patented shot right there. He always practiced that. He's an amazing shooter at that post hook, and he's got the height for it too at 6'6".
I don't know what his reach is. He has the height, but he also has tremendously long arms. So he probably increases his height more than the average person of his height with that reach.
And especially with this team here, he's a good 6 inches taller than I would say anyone on this team. And with that extra reach that you were talking about, that gives him a ton of advantage.
He'll take a break for now as William Christie Mizell checks in. Drew brings it forward, gets it to Quinn in the corner. Quinn throws it back to Drew. Up high to William. William surveys the floor, gets it to Graham in the corner. Skip pass to Drew. Drew throws it over to Quinn. Quinn tries another three from the baseline. It's good! 2 early threes for Quinn Wheelock. He's got 6 of the Tigers' 12 points, and USN has scored 12 unanswered, and they lead by 7. Shoulders attacks the baseline, gets around Quinn, lays it up and in. Nice little hesitation dribble there. Got him free. Here comes Drew back the other way. The 12 unanswered points for USN are stopped. Can they score again? They get it to Graham at the baseline. He's blocked by Cole. The ball goes out of bounds, and the Tigers will keep it. Yes, indeed. Crusaders don't like the call, but so it is. And Dibble has it. Looking for Graham. No. Throws it out to Greenfield. Greenfield's pass is deflected. Christie Mizell keeps it. He's trying to drive. Nothing there. Gets it to Greenfield. Greenfield over to Drew. Drew gets it down to the post to Graham. Greenfield trying to cut, but the passing lane wasn't there. Tigers get it back. Dibble tries a three. Too strong. Graham Elliott has the rebound, and he's fouled by Bader. Nice job by Graham there. A couple of rebounds.
Solid defense from the Crusaders there. Sloppy play from USN, but they did manage to grab the offensive rebound, and now they have a second chance opportunity.
Coach Jones calls for time. It'll be a 30-second timeout. Seems like he'll want to clean up some of the sloppiness on offense that you referred to, Itai.
Yeah, they have some passes that weren't going their way. Crusaders were doing well, trying to tip some balls, get turnovers to go their way. But the Tigers really just want to tighten up on offense, make sure they know what they're doing, know their plays, and basically just look better in general.
They're still on a run, I would say. They had scored 12 unanswered. It's now a 12-2 run. They lead at 12-7, 2:41 remaining in the opening quarter. As the first horn sounds, signaling the last 10 seconds of the timeout.
Yeah, and that's a lot thanks to Quinn, who hit 2 threes from both sides of the court. That was 6 of the 12, and he's gotten this team really hot.
Quinn will look to throw it in. He motions Christy Mizell into the backcourt, and he receives the pass there. Brings it forward, throws it over to Quinn. Quinn back to William. William now driving, kicks it out to Quinn. Quinn tries another 3. No good. William has the rebound, dribbles out, gets it to Quinn. Quinn down low to Will. Will back out to Drew. Drew tries a 3, just out. Oh, he's just fractionally off on these. He's close to getting going.
You know he wants it. You know he can make those threes. But today, just a couple centimeters off or so.
William tries a 3 off to the right. No good. Rebound is a little bit loose. Kicked around. Quinn's fighting for it. He can't get it. Shoulders has it, and he throws it over to Bader, who's going to bring it forward. Excuse me, that's Cole. Cole bringing it forward for the Crusaders. He drops it off to Musnug, the shooter. Williams on him. Throw it over to Shoulders. Shoulders with a little fadeaway. Quinn defended it well, but he converted.
Can't guard that much better. Props to Quinn, but just a good shot by Shoulders.
It's been a game of runs thus far. That's 4 consecutive now. For the Crusaders, it's 12-9 Tigers. Christy Mizell looking for a teammate, gets it to Greenfield. Greenfield over to the corner to Wheelock. Wheelock puts it on the floor. Skip pass over to Christy Mizell, down to the baseline to Graham. Back out to William. William tries to penetrate. He did well to get to the basket.
Coach, I heard a smack all the way from here. I'm not sure why that wasn't a foul.
It was clear as day, but the official couldn't quite make the call. It's Crusader basketball on the other end. Musnug looking to get past William. William fouled him.
Foul is called on USN. William Christy Mizell charged with a foul, his first personal foul.
So with 1:14 remaining in the opening quarter, it'll be Hendersonville Christian to throw it in from the sideline. Shoulders to throw it in. Nearly threw his teammate into a backcourt violation. Now Cole has it, looking to get around Drew. Puts that up, no good. Drew has the rebound. Tigers coming back the other way. Gets it over to William. Can William drive? He's not going to try it, I don't think. Throws it over to Quinn. Skip pass over to Drew. Drew with a ball fake, puts it on the floor. Bank shot, no good. And Drew tipped it out of bounds. So it'll be Hendersonville Christian basketball. They trail by 3 with 46.5 left in the first.
Tigers are doing a great job moving the ball. They're using their high flasher to get it inside, have the defense collapse, and then go back out to get some shots.
Here comes Musnug into the front court. He drops it off for Cole. Tigers remain in the man-to-man defense. Shoulders working against Wheelock. They get it over to Bader. Bader throws it to Cole. Drew's on him. They're trying to post up Sturgis. They can't get it to him. Musnug tries a 3. It's short. Greenfield the rebound. Did he throw it away? Almost, but Drew kept it. 17 seconds left. Quinn's open underneath. Now the defense swarms around him. He gets it back out. Greenfield with a ball fake. Puts up a 3 and nails it.
Wow, I didn't know that ball fake worked from three-point range too. Will did an awesome job faking out the defender as if it was a pass, and he got that three-point bucket to go with it.
The Crusaders don't get a shot up. The crowd erupts into raucous cheer. No one is better at deception with the ball than Will Greenfield. He showed it there again with I would say, a new move. We've seen the up fake so many times, but this time it was a fake pass. The defender bid on it wholesale, and that freed Greenfield up, and he buried the 3. So the Tiger lead at the end of the first quarter is 15-9. As we enjoy this 1-minute intermission between quarters, we at USN Broadcasting would like to thank one of our sponsors, Gertner & Company. You've seen their signs all over Nashville, and that's because they're the best that there is when it comes to real estate and property management. So we hope that you'll contact them with any of your real estate or property management needs. Gertner & Company, excellence in property management since 1968. The Tigers enjoy a bit of fluids over on the bench as Coach Jones instructs them. William remains seated, so he'll remain in the game. George is standing, so it's not quite the starting 5 for USN.
But this team is working well for the Tigers. A very athletic team on the court right now. They're able to pass the ball and move around well on offense while also defending very well and consistently on defense. Only giving up 9 points while scoring 15. The Tigers are having themselves a good game, and they just look to build on that this quarter.
They've made their share of 3-point baskets. We'll see if we can keep that going. It'll be Tiger basketball. Quinn throws it into Drew. They've played together since kindergarten, I'm told. They've been on a team together every year.
Who has?
Quinn and Drew.
They've got that chemistry. You can see it on the court.
A couple of our great seniors. We're certainly glad to have them this year, and they'll be sorely missed next year.
Very thankful for them.
Quinn will also be missed on the Ultimate Frisbee field. He was a second-team All-State player there. As you may or may not be aware, a lot of people forget that about him.
Yeah, he was super good on that Frisbee field. To be named second All-State, just crazy. Quinn has definitely showed that he's good enough for that as he gets the seal. But yeah, he's an awesome one.
He blows the layup, and the rebound is gathered by Cole. Here comes Shoulders. He tries to scoop, no good. Sturgis the rebound. He's stymied. Throws it out to Cole. Cole trying to drive past Drew. Little ball fake, puts up a shot well off the mark. Elliott deflects the rebound over to Greenfield.
That pump fake doesn't quite work as well as Will's or George's.
We have the masters of that move. There's no doubt about that. Quinn has the ball in the corner. He gives it back to William. William could drive to the left. He doesn't do it. Kicks it out to Quinn. Skip over to Drew. Drew from the elbow. Too strong. Can Will get the rebound? He can't. Musnug has it for Hendersonville Christian. The Tigers lead 17-9. 6:30 remaining in the opening half. Musnug trying to go left. He had to keep his eyes on the ball. Cole launched it up as he was falling out of bounds. The ball did get rim, and now the Tigers have an easy layup on the other end. Not great ball management there by Cole. William tried to poke it away from behind. He did. Dibble picks up the loose ball. Tigers 3-on-4. William nearly traveled. Puts up a bank shot. No good.
And despite all this errant play from Hendersonville, the USN Tigers keep pressing, and Drew keeps on pressuring Hendersonville, trying to keep on getting turnovers and trying to keep getting scores off those turnovers.
Musnug drives, and William fouled him. As Musnug went up, William came down on him with the right arm. And I believe that'll be his second foul. Well, they call a foul on Graham.
Graham Elliott is charging a foul, his first personal foul.
Graham is confused, noticeably confused. But at the end, it's good for USN. It prevents William from getting his second foul. Graham did not have a foul.
We want to keep William in there, although he just got subbed in for Connell Gorman. But William is very crucial to our defense, to our offense, and we want to make sure he can stay on the floor as long as possible.
Agreed. Musnug's second free throw is good as well, and the Tiger lead is reduced to 8, 19-11. Drew calls out the offense. The Tigers get into motion. Quinn has it over on the baseline. Greenfield in the post. 3 defenders surround him. Now they back off a little bit. They regroup around him. Drew fakes a 3. Gets it over to Connell. Connell spins. Passes over to Drew. Over to Wheelock. Skip pass to Connell. They try to get it to Will. Connell never had a good handle on it, and it resulted in a turnover.
Yeah, that's what will happen when you just do a jump pass as soon as you receive the ball. But he had good intentions.
Musnug driving left. He got past Quinn. Quinn rejected it. That will be his first block of his career, no doubt.
That's that ultimate Frisbee bounce we're seeing right now, Coach.
Yes, indeed.
Foul is called against Crusaders. Justin Bader charged with a foul, his second personal
Coach
foul.
Jones calls for time.
USN.
Tigers remain standing, so it's going to be a 30-second timeout. 5:04 remaining in the second quarter. USN leads at 19-11. So the Tigers have been in control thus far, but the game is definitely far from over.
For sure, but what I'm liking the most out of this game is that the Tigers are playing happy. They're playing happy. They're enjoying themselves on the court right now. I'm not sure if it's the opponent or them just tonight, but they're playing happy and relaxed, and that will make for a good game, and they're playing extremely well at that.
Coach Jones quite animated in the huddle. I think he really is focusing on getting the Tigers to keep their focus. The Tigers seem to feel as if they're in control of this game, and when you relax at all, you know, all the teams in our division are capable teams. So this team could come back on us. They did that. They did just that in the earlier matchup this season up in Hendersonville. The Tigers had a comfortable lead. The Crusaders came back to tie it. USN managed to win the game by 7 in the end. But Coach Jones doesn't want to see a repeat of that performance here tonight.
Definitely. You don't want to do that again. And Coach Jones knows that the Tigers can win this game. He knows what his Tigers are capable of, and he just wants to see them do that.
Greenfield receives the inbounds pass from Drew. Drew runs around and collects a pass from Quinn. Quinn gets it back. He distributes it to Connell. George has it at the high post, looking for a perimeter player. Gets it to Quinn. Quinn launches a three, spins out. Rebound Cole. Cole over to Musnug. Here come the Crusaders. Greenfield is there to defend him. Now Cole working against Drew. Drew has excellent position. They get it over to Ridings. Back to Musnug. Musnug tries a three, no good. Rebound Connell. Nicely done. Good box out there by Connell and by George. Connell with a jump stop. Gets it over to Drew. Drew passes on a three. Improves his position. Now looking for a teammate to pass it to. Connell moves out of the play. So he throws it to George, gets it back, now gives it to Connell. Quinn on the opposite baseline. Gets it down to the post of Greenfield. Defenders swarm around him. He tries to find the cutting Drew, and it's deflected out of bounds off Hendersonville. So the Tigers keep it. 4:07 left in the first half. Still 19-11 in favor of USN. Drew gets it into Will. Will over to George. George to Quinn. Quinn gives it to Drew, gets it back, and then sends it to Connell. Drew comes up to get a pass. They get it to the high post to Will. George is looking to cut. Will doesn't see him. Quinn from the elbow. No good. Rebound Musnug.
Still, though, a clinic on passing and ball movement. If they just had more purposeful passes, ones that didn't get turned over, it would be perfect.
Musnug throws it to Ridings. Ridings picks up his dribble, gets it over to Cole. Cole clearly the greatest offensive threat for Hendersonville. Drew doing a nice job defending it.
You definitely want to keep an eye on him.
Ridings back to Musnug. Greenfield stays right with him. Kick out to Douglas. Douglas tries a three. It's no good. Wheelock outlets to Drew. Back to Quinn. Quinn over to Connell. Connell finds Will at the high post. Will passes it back out to Quinn. Over to Drew. Drew back to Quinn. Skip pass over to George. They get it to Drew. Drew now attacking the basket. Kick out to Connell. Connell passes on a three. Tigers keep it moving. Over to George at the wing. George attacks the left baseline. Gets Cole up in the air. The defenders vacate him, and he puts up a one-hander and scores. Nice play there by George.
George just took advantage of his athleticism, was able to slash into the goal really fast, and then use his fake to get the defender away from him and get some space. And then, of course, his classic little jumper from the block.
Cole with a nice finish there. He was well defended all the way and never really seemed to have a clean handle on the ball, but managed to get it up and convert. So it's 21-13 USN, 2:18 remaining in the first half. Connell gets it over to Drew. Drew to George, top of the circle, over to Quinn. Drew cutting through. They don't get it to him. Now they do over at the baseline. Drew from 12 feet, spins out. Can Will get the rebound? Loose on the floor. They dive for it. It's loose. George has it. It was Quinn. Quinn got it to George. George attacking. One-hander again. No good. Rebound Ridings.
Seems like every shot, coach, that Drew's putting up is going right in and then right out.
Those will start falling before the night is over. Musnug's layup is short. He's frustrated with himself. Connell fires it ahead to Drew. Drew gets it down low to Quinn. Quinn with an up fake. He lays it up and in.
He's learning. He's learning from the masters.
That's 8 points thus far for Quinn. Tigers lead by 10. 8 points and 1 block. We should say that.
Gotta remember that.
Here's Drew with a steal. Layup with the left hand is good, and the Tigers lead extends to 12 points, 25-13. Tigers remain in a press.
Dibble make sure to look at Cole right after. He knows he exposed him.
Timeout call.
Hendersonville calls for time. They seem to have a bit of an advantage there. Connell was playing man-to-man defense and had been beaten by his man. but the coach called for time nonetheless. So with 1:11 remaining in the opening half, the score is USN 25, Hendersonville Christian 13.
They just keep trying to increase this lead. That's all that they want to do right now, and they know they can do it. They're in charge of this game. They are doing pretty much everything right. They can fix a couple things. They can get back on defense a little better, but for the most part, the USN Tigers are playing an awesome game.
And I'm sure Coach Jones just wants to see that continue. Meanwhile, over on the other bench, Hendersonville Christian is trying to figure out how they can attack this USN pressure. It resulted in a turnover on the previous possession, and Drew made a very fine left-handed layup to push the USN lead to 12. That is the margin at the moment, 25-13, with 1:11 left in the first half. Tigers break the huddle.
In the half-court offense, it seems like Hendersonville Christian, they can produce there, but it's still the trouble getting to the half-court.
The official notices a spot of moisture on the floor. Coach Jones humbly arrives to clean it up. The trainer looks on and now retreats to the sideline. She was offering to help, very generous, but her help was not needed. Coach Jones did an outstanding job cleaning it up.
This is his floor, Coach. He's going to do whatever he needs to maintain it and keep it nice. He cares about this place.
Well said. Musnug pushes the pace forward. Connell defending him. He's got his eyes on the man all the way, trying to extend his arm to work on a 5 count. He's got it. Great job by Connell, and he loves it, and George loves it just as much.
Awesome defense. Whenever a player can do a defensive thing like that, like get that 5-second call, it's a big help to the offense, increases offensive momentum, and it's just great for the entire team.
Tiger ball, clock running with 52 seconds. Drew over to George. Looking for Graham at the high post. Graham fumbled it, and Shoulders comes away with it for Hendersonville Christian. He gets it to Musnug. Dribbles behind his back, working against Connell. Gets it over to Douglas. Now Shoulders throws it down low to Sturgis. Graham's defending him very well. Sturgis needs some help. He doesn't get it. George tries for a deflection. Now Musnug launches a 3, banks it in.
They left him with a little open space after the switch, and he happened to take advantage of it and hit the bank.
Tigers lead is down to 9, 25-16. 15 seconds remaining in the half. Drew with the ball. He gets it over to Connell. Connell looks for Graham. He's got him. Swings it over to George. George attacks the left baseline, and it's going to be an offensive foul. Nice play there to take a charge.
Definitely. George used his shoulder. Did hit a little bit of an offensive foul on it. Could go both ways, but yeah, it was good of Hendersonville to keep their feet planted. That is, and that's a good momentum shifter.
Clock running with 5 seconds. Can they get a shot? Musnug with a high dribble gets one off. Couldn't bank that one in, and the half comes to a close.
That's it for the second quarter.
We're through 16 minutes here at Sperling. The score at halftime: USN 25, Hendersonville Christian 16. As we prepare to head into the break, we at USN Broadcasting would like to thank another one of our sponsors, Steve Gorman Sports. You can listen to his show on Fox Sports Radio from Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 p.m. on the iHeartRadio app. He is the best talk show man for sports talk on the radio, and I hope you'll tune in. I'm sure you'll find that you agree. You can, again, catch him Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 p.m. on Fox Sports Radio via the iHeartRadio app. Itai, your last thoughts on the first half?
Well, it seemed like an awesome first half. Tigers are playing well. They're playing with energy, most importantly. One thing they could do better is just lock them down on defense. They're doing an awesome job at that, but they still, I'm sure the Tigers can hold them to fewer points in the second half. And in terms of offense, just keep doing what they're doing. They're moving the ball extremely well, and it's very effective. The only thing I would say is to decrease the unneeded turnovers, because the ones that are unnecessary, or, other than like the charge that George had, like just the fumbles, those you need to cut out.
Well, we'll look for all that in the second half. It'll be 9 minutes from now, and we'll have that action for you at that time. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with the second half in 9 minutes. We're approaching the end of halftime here. About 30 seconds remain on the break. Both teams have emerged from the locker rooms, as have the officials. So all the requisite parties have arrived, and it looks like we're ready to go. Coach Jones delivers his last instructions in the huddle with great enthusiasm. The officials sound their whistle, and the Tigers break the huddle and jog into position on the floor. Will Greenfield pumps his teammates up one last time. It'll be Cole to inbound as the starting five is on the floor for the Crusaders. They throw it into the backcourt to Musnug, and we're underway in the second half. They get it to Sturgis in the post. Sturgis with a dribble, picks it up, gets it over to Shoulders. Shoulders looking to go right. Quick trigger on a three. It's well short. Bader did a nice job there throwing the ball off of a USN Tiger out of bounds. So the Crusaders keep it. It'll be Cole to throw it in. Cole looking to lob it in. Wheelock with a steal. Bounce pass to Drew. Drew pushing the tempo. He lobs it to George. George has it. There it is, the classic up fake. The defender soared past him.
That's what we like to see right there by George. And also Quinn with a great steal to instigate that. That's a steal and a block on the night.
Padding the stat sheet is the young man, Quinn Wheelock. 8-1-1. Maybe he'll get a rebound before the night is over.
That'd be good to see.
Here's Drew. He gets to the elbow, then drifts back out. Over to George. George tries a corner three. Good. It's 5 quick points in the first minute of the second half for USN. They lead it 30-16.
You know, when George is open, he'll take that. He loves to take those threes, and it's a good shot for him. He'll spread out on the wing sometimes, and when he's open, he'll have it. So good shot there by George.
He's a very balanced offensive weapon.
And his height just helps the whole team in so many ways.
Three-point shot by Musnug is long. They get an offensive rebound. And we've got a foul on the floor. It's on Quinn.
Foul is called on USN. Quinn Wheelock charged with foul.
Quinn doesn't like the call too well. Substitutes enter the game. William checks in for someone who doesn't yet realize it. It's Connell.
Gorman, you know he wants to stay in the game.
He's got great heart. We know that. They throw it down the baseline to Cole, working against Drew. Nice spin dribble. One-hander's good. That was a nice little move there. He got Drew going to his left, and then Cole spun to the right, banked in the one-hander.
That's tough to guard when you use the spin. There on the Tigers, he used it effectively and was able to fake out Drew and get the bucket.
30-18 USN. Drew with a little fake of his own. Now spins back out. Graham has it in the high post. And William cut in too far. He was too close to the basket from where Graham anticipated him to be, and the pass accelerated out of bounds. So Hendersonville Christian has it back, trailing by 12 with 6 minutes left in the third.
Those are the turnovers we don't need, those errant turnovers. Just a miscommunication right there.
Nice steal by William. The ball looked like it was going to bounce off his leg out of bounds, but he was able to save it. Now Drew with the ball. Graham looking to set a high screen. Drew passes over to George. George tries another three. It's well short. Can Quinn save it? He can. William has it. He lays it in. What a play by Quinn Wheelock. He saved the ball from going out of bounds to Hendersonville and made an outstanding pass to William for the layup. That's one assist.
And add a hustle play too.
So we've got a foul. I believe it's off the ball. It's on George. That'll be his third early in the third quarter.
That's his third personal.
Coach is making a risky move, keeping him in there, but he trusts him to stay on his feet, keep his hands up straight. He's entrusting him not to foul anymore.
And just as you say that, Will Greenfield checks in, replacing George.
Well, as much as Coach wants to trust him, like I said, it still is a risky move.
No reason to take a risk when you have a 14-point lead, as the Tigers do. It's 32-18. 5:15 left in the third. Musnug drives, kicks out, gets it back. Fakes a three. Williams right there with him all the way. The 5 count is on. It's getting close to 5. Now he passes it off to Cole. Cole going right. Fakes a pass over to Bader, trying to get to the baseline. Drew cuts it off, spins left. Can't finish. Graham, I believe, might have gotten a piece of that one. Drew handling the ball coming forward. Bader tries to poke it away from behind. He can't do it. Quinn launches another three. No good. Can Greenfield get the rebound? No. Musnug takes it away from him. Musnug calls out the offense. He motions Bader over to the right. Now dribbles left. A cluster of Crusaders are down on that block. He reverses to the other side. Bader over to Musnug. He's in no hurry. Williams right with him. Bader guarded by Greenfield. Riding's guarded by Wheelock. There's a screen. They switch it. They get it over to Cole. Drew's back guarding him and doing it very well. Tiger defense has been outstanding. No looks at all for the Crusaders. Now they try a three. It's blocked by Dibble. But the Crusaders have it back. Musnug penetration. No good. Offensive rebound and putback is good by Bader. He banked it in.
Until that offensive rebound, what amazing defense by the Tigers. They could not get any shot that they wanted to take or that was advisable. One block, also one not advised shot. But that's just awesome defense, and you know Coach is happy with that possession.
Well, he won't be too happy with that offensive possession, unfortunately, because the Tigers turn it over. So the Crusaders have it back. They trail by 12. William blocks the ball out of bounds. Connell's checking in for Drew. A rare trip to the bench for Drew. He's played 32 minutes of very many games this season.
Yeah, you want to give your starting point guard a rest. It's good to have him sit down on the bench every once in a while.
Nice out of bounds play there. Caught the Tigers napping, and Cole converts the layup. The USN lead is down to 10, 32-22.
And this seems a little too close for the Tigers. They do not want to be in this position right now, and that's a little too uncomfortable.
Greenfield puts it on the floor, throws it over to Connell, down low to Quinn. Quinn attacking the baseline, throws it back out to William. William attacks to the elbow. It's poked back into the backcourt, and they call it backcourt. The ball appeared to be deflected, but that's not how the official saw it.
William also did have the assumption that it was okay to go into the backcourt, but I guess that's not what the official saw.
So it's back over to Hendersonville Christian. They trail by 10, 32-22, as the clock is running under 3 minutes left in the third. They try to throw it to the post. Connell got a hand on it. Musnug gets it back. He tries a three. Good! So USN's lead continues to dwindle. It's 32-25 in favor of the Tigers. Connell handling the point guard duties. He brings it forward. Attacks the basket. Gets it over to Quinn in the corner. Quinn gives Connell his dribble back. Now to Will Greenfield in the high post. Will looking for a teammate. Now puts it on the floor. Puts up a 5-footer. Rolls out. Graham with the rebound. Putback is good. Outstanding play by Graham.
There you go. When nothing's working, give it to Graham and he'll make it. He got the offensive rebound there, got the second chance, and helped the USN Tigers get their lead back to 9.
It's been impressive to see Graham's post-game develop this season. He's really got a wide variety of moves down there, and he used his strength well to get an offensive rebound. Now Cole's attacking the basket, spins, puts it up with the left hand, no good, and Graham's got another rebound.
Seems like Elliott just comes out of nowhere. Whenever you need him, he's there.
He really seems to have a great sense of where the rebounds are going to be. What a pass from Wheelock to Graham. He scores, and he's fouled.
There he is. There's our Graham. He came in. Tigers only up by 9. He puts it to 11 and has a chance to go to 12.
We've given Quinn a little bit of teasing tonight, but we've seen a really wide skill set on display this evening. That was an outstanding pass. It looked a little showy, perhaps, to the untrained eye, but it arrived promptly to Graham in perfect position. And he completes the and one, and the Tiger lead is back to 12 at 37-25.
Yeah.
The clock not running, but ought to be, with 1:51 remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, Quinn's been doing an awesome job on defense, offense, hitting threes, hitting layups. And you just got to give props to Quinn tonight.
Musnug hits another three, and there's a player down for Hendersonville Christian. I can't get the number from here. I believe it's shoulders.
Yeah.
No, excuse me. Is it?
Yeah.
Yes, it is. It is. He appears to have landed awkwardly on his right ankle.
It's too much math for you, Coach.
That has been said. He scoots off the court toward the sideline, and play resumes. We certainly hope that that young man is okay. He's played a nice basketball game tonight.
He seems like he was down right as he came down from his shot. You got to hope he's all right. He's a good competitor.
George gets it down low to Graham. He lays it in again. Graham Elliott has scored 7 consecutive for the Tigers. And it's 39-28 USN with 1:15 left in the third. Cole with the ball. He surveys the floor, gets it over to Musnug. He's hot right now. He launches another one. He's fouled. Christy Mizell fouled him. And Coach Jones will have a little something to say to him after that one, and I don't suppose it'll be too positive. Musnug will shoot 3 for Hendersonville.
As much as you don't want those 3 shots, it's a call that you're going to have to live with, and Christy Mizell obviously did that unintentionally. He kept his body straight up. I believe it's just the landing of Musnug that created the foul, the landing onto Williams' leg, and so that'll give him 3 shots.
He converts all 3 and very promptly. USN's lead is back down to 8 at 39-31. Clock frozen at 1:09. Now it runs. Over to Quinn. Quinn to Drew. Drew looking to go left. Nothing there at the baseline. Now he drops it to Quinn. Quinn finds George at the high post. Throws it over to William. William steps back, launches a 3. Good!
William Christy Mizell.
That was a big-time shot there. That could have provided some momentum the other way had he missed it, but he buried it. Great confidence there and well-earned. USN's lead is 11.
William needs to prove a point. He wants to show that he's out there for a reason. His defense is great, and he wants to show that his offense means a lot to the Tigers also.
Musnug misses a 3, but they get the offensive rebound, and Cole makes a 3 of his own. So it's 42-34 USN. The Crusaders remain within striking distance. 20 seconds left in the third. Can the Tigers get a basket with their last possession? They get it over to Quinn. Quinn skips it to William. Graham is free. He's got it down low on the block, but there's a double team. He throws it out to William. William to Drew. Drew launches a deep 3. Air ball. Quinn can't save it. And 3.4 seconds. They get it into Musnug. He's got it. Musnug throws it over to Cole. Cole's going to try a 3. Good! He barely touched it. It was almost a volleyball 3-pointer, but he buried it, and now that reduces USN's lead to 5 points at 42-37.
I'm just in shock. That was 3 straight 3-point plays, and that's going to give the Crusaders a ton of momentum heading into this fourth quarter. In a game that I was told was supposed to be a game that everyone would play in, it's shaping up to be a much closer and contested game than it seems like anyone thought would be.
There are no easy wins in Division 2A, and it's going to be an outstanding last 8 minutes of regulation. No doubt about that. As we enjoy this 1-minute intermission between the third and fourth quarter, we at USN Broadcasting would like to thank another one of our sponsors, Diskin Cidery. Please be sure to visit the Diskin Cidery opening in March. You can enjoy the cider menu while drinking fresh-pressed sparkling juice or locally made sodas with no added sugars, flavorings, or concentrates. Diskin Cider opening in March. Hope you'll check them out. We certainly appreciate their sponsorship. Coach Jones conveys his final instructions. The Tigers break the huddle to a chant of rebound.
And very often so, rebounds will win games for teams. Rebounds can be the deciding factors in many games, and the Tigers are doing an awesome job at rebounding, and I'm sure Coach Jones just wants to control it and have full possession of the rebound game tonight.
Quinn throws it into Drew. Drew sets up the offense against the zone defense of the Crusaders. They get it to George at the foul line. William tries another 3. It's going to be short. Rebound to Sturgis. He gives it to Cole, who gives it to Musnug. Musnug brings it up the left. William guarding him, trying to prevent him from going to his right. He does. Gets it to Cole. Cole over to Douglas. Douglas gives it to Musnug. Musnug gets the elbow, steps back, puts up a 19-footer. No good. George fighting for the rebound, and he's got it. Quick pass ahead to Quinn. He can't handle it. Pass was a little bit behind him, and it got out of bounds. So it's a USN turnover. Their lead remains 5, 42-37. Cole gets it in, looking to get it back. He does. He's driving to the basket. Graham looking to take a charge. It's going to be a block, and that's the right call.
And
He sort of lost his place, and Cole converted the two-pointer. Have a chance for a three-point play.
Cole took advantage of the fast break opportunity, and Graham just was not set, not ready to guard that, and that resulted in a blocking foul, giving him 2 points, and he missed the free throw, so only 2 points.
Wheelock with the rebound. So he's got 8, 1, 1, 1, 1, and 1 tonight. Strong night for Quinn. Gets it to George at the foul line, out to Quinn. Quinn launches a three, off the mark. Rebounds on the floor. Williams got it, he puts it up and in.
That's good. William
Christie Mizell has made 2 huge buckets in the last couple of minutes of play. USN's lead is back to 2 possessions at 5 points, and he's got a chance to push it to 6.
William didn't seem fazed by any hack of any sorts. William was beaten on the arm, but he still kept his shot going. He kept it going up, and he was able to make a great layup.
Couldn't finish the three-point play. Sturgis got the rebound for Hendersonville Christian. Now Cole working against Drew, puts it up with the left hand, spins out. Rebounds loose, George has it. It's going through Cole every possession. The Tigers will have to bring everything they have to defend him. Graham flashes through, left-hander's good, and he's fouled. What a play by Graham Elliott. Great finish at the basket. Used the left hand and shielded off the defender beautifully. He got fouled, and he's got a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
For the Tigers is Graham Elliott shooting 1.
USN's lead is 7. Graham looks to extend it to 8.
And it's great to see Graham hit another and one. He's just been amazing under the basket, in the post, and he always seems to cut around and get easy baskets for the Tigers.
Bit of pressure now from USN. They lead 47-39. 6.5 left in regulation.
And what's interesting, Coach, is they've got shoulders back in the game. They really want to score right now.
Good to see he's okay. Get it down to Graham. Graham out to Quinn. Quinn puts it on the floor, going left. Over into the opposite corner to William. Bounce pass to Graham. Nicely done. Graham finishes. Unselfish basketball from the Tigers. Always looking to pass the open man and to make the extra pass.
Now they're taking advantage of this defense, making those extra passes, as you said, and using their height to get up there and get easy buckets down low.
Musnad tried to draw the foul. Couldn't do it. The pass was deflected as the Tigers tried to accelerate toward the basket, and the pass was intercepted. The Crusaders call for time. Time is out on the floor. 5:41 left in regulation time. The score, USN Tigers 49, Hendersonville Christian 39. It'll be a full timeout, and the Tigers report to the bench.
It's nice to see the Tiger lead back up to 10. It came to as close as about 3, I believe. And it's good to see the Tigers pull back away. Hopefully they can continue this for the last 6 minutes or so. The Tigers have been dominating this whole game while giving up a couple runs here and there. But if they can keep doing what they're doing, they should be in the clear.
Yes, as you said very well, it was down to 42-39, but since that time the Tigers have run off 7 in a row, and they've done it not just on the strength of strong shooting, but on good ball movement, getting to the basket, and making some layups. Love to see the execution on the offensive end.
Graham and William really deserve 2 big second-half shout-outs. They've been carrying this team this half, and they're the reason why we're up 10 right now. Without them, we wouldn't get that efficient scoring that we have been and that efficient and consistent defense that we've needed so far.
The Crusaders will bring everything they have here to try to make another run. The Tigers are about to break the huddle as the 60 seconds expire.
The Tigers should really look to make sure to guard the three-pointer, as it seems like they don't the Crusaders do not have so much advantage on the inside, but they can hit the three willingly. So Tigers are going to need to guard them there.
William working hard on defense, sprinting to beat Musnad to the spot. He does so beautifully. It's a switch on the high screen and the dribble handoff to Cole. Then they get it over to Shoulders. He fires a three and it's an air ball. Drew picks it up for USN. The Tigers come back the other way. They lead by 10. Drew considers his options. He tried to lob it to George. George had turned his back and started to cut into the basket, but the pass managed to get to him. Then George threw a pass that was deflected and stolen. Here comes Cole the other way. He drops it to Musnug. Musnug with an open three. Good.
Those threes, you can't leave him open right there. We've seen him make a three earlier in the game, and those threes are what's going to cut the lead down really quickly.
He shot fairly well tonight. USN's lead is 7, 49-42. Drew calls out the offense. Bounce pass to William. William skips it to Quinn. Quinn passes on a three, gets it over to Drew. Hush falls over the crowd. Quinn to George. Graham's open underneath. He lays it in again. Outstanding play by Graham Elliott. He's done a remarkable job finding open space on every offensive possession.
Those are just the easy buckets you're going to get from Graham.
Tigers trying to double the ball. There's really only been 2 scoring options. It seemed rejected by Corzine. Gets it back. Shot it too strong. Drew comes away with it. Tigers pushing the tempo. George trying to flash through the lane. He does. He's fouled on the floor. They won't give him the layup.
Still, though, George should be ecstatic about that. Awesome play on the defensive end, getting a great block. That was clearly all ball. And then back on the offensive end, finishing through adversity. They didn't call the foul, but it's on the floor. So USN will remain with the ball.
Really a nice crisp pass into the front court from Drew there, setting that play up. George tries a three. No good. Rebound Sturgis. He gives it to Musnug. We're inside 4 minutes left. 51-42 USN. Crossover dribble. Frees himself for a moment. Passes it down low. Throws out in the corner to Cole. Cole tries a three. No good. George with the rebound. Drew runs it forward. Drew calls out the play. 5 count is on. George coming to set a screen. Drew takes advantage. There's a switch. Drew steps back, gets it to Quinn. Now they've got it to George in the post. George with the up fake, and he's fouled hard by Bader. Graham brings him to his feet.
Foul is called on Henderson.
That was a hard foul, but not an unclean one.
Definitely not an unclean foul, but still very tough.
Bader
George went straight to the floor, but he's a strong dude. He'll take the foul, he'll shoot 2 free throws happily, and hopefully he'll make them.
He's won for his first one. That extends the USN lead back to 10, 52-42. 3:26 remaining in regulation time. Georgia's second free throw is good as well. 53-42 in favor of USN. The inbound pass is taken away by William. Drew's open under the basket. Can he get it to him? It's a little bit low. Drew with a bank shot, no good. George gets it back, and he is fouled, I believe. They're not calling it out of bounds, but George was fouled from behind. Tigers looked like they were going to have a chance at a layup here. They couldn't get it. So George is quickly back to the line where he'll have a chance to push the USN lead to 12 or even 13 points.
And that's an awesome athletic play by William. He was able to get the great steal on the inbound and get the option for George to shoot and get fouled. So props to William.
George converts his third free throw. And his fourth as well.
And I think that right there is the example of why USN presses at this moment. They want those steals and they want those opportunities to get extra buckets down the line.
They have a chance to put this game away. Drew dives onto the floor for the ball. He can't get it. Musnug gets it back. They throw it down into the post. Graham defending there. Nice play by Sturgis. He freed himself for a little bank shot. He made it. USN's lead is down to 11 at 55-44. 3 minutes remaining. Drew walks it into the front court. George looking to set a high screen. Now he retreats away. Here comes Graham for a screen. George comes around it nicely. Little scoop one-hander is good. Beautiful finish by Drew at the basket. He lingered in the air for an awfully long time. And USN's lead is 57-44.
You gotta love that jelly and scoop type basket. That's an amazingly athletic play by Drew, and one you wouldn't expect anything less from.
Foul is called on USN. Graham Elliott is charged with foul, his third personal foul.
We got a foul on Graham on the other end. That's going to put Shoulders at the line. He'll shoot 2. 2:30 remaining in regulation time. USN leads at 57-44. Drew is bleeding, and he will have to be substituted for briefly. Max Kleiner up off the bench. He'll check in.
Substitution made for USN.
The trainer heads over to clean Drew up. Just a little elbow wound. Shoulders first free throw is good. That makes it 57-45 USN. Second free throw is good as well. USN's lead is 57-46 with 2.5 minutes remaining. Crusaders pressing now. William bringing it forward. He's uncontested. He tries to get it to Max. Max couldn't handle it, and it's a quick turnover for the Tigers.
You don't want to give the ball right back there to the Crusaders. This extra chance is extremely crucial to them. If they hit a three or anything like that, it could give them a lot of momentum heading forward.
Wow, that was a nice finish there. A nice crossover dribble from Cole. George recovered well to get to the spot. Cole tried the up fake, but George didn't buy it. He managed to get a piece of the shot as well, but the shot was good nonetheless, and it's 57-48 USN. They lead by only 9. William fumbled the pass a little bit. We're inside 2 minutes, down to Kleiner in the post. His pass out is deflected. The Tigers don't need to be in any sort of hurry here. Dibble's at the scorer's table, ready to check back in. George puts it on the floor.
Tigers are playing anxious right now, getting a couple balls deflected like that. Gotta be calm, gotta be ready for this last minute or so, and they're doing a good job holding the ball.
They don't need any more shots here. They're trying to get Quinn in the back door. Nice bounce pass to Max. Defender went by him. Max couldn't finish the layup, and then Max committed a foul. Coach won't like that one. That's not a good possession.
You don't, especially after that missed layup, you don't want that extra foul, just unnecessary. He'll learn from that, of course, but that foul was unnecessary and just like seemed as though it was a makeup foul.
Dibble checks back in with a little band on his elbow to stop the bleeding. The Tigers' lead is 9, 57-48. Deep three is good. Musnuk scores again, and it's 57-51. Timeout Crusaders. The Tigers lead 57-51 with 1:13 remaining. This game is not yet over, Itai.
6 points is just about nothing in today's game. 2 3-pointers could put them back, get the Crusaders tied with the Tigers, and 1 minute and 13 seconds left. That seems like a lot of time. So the USN Tigers are going to need to work very hard on holding the ball and maintaining possession, staying calm with the ball, not getting any 5-second calls, and just holding it as they would any other possession.
Coach Jones in the huddle calmly instructs his players, drawing and erasing on the familiar coach's clipboard. It's Dibble, Gorman, Elliott, Wheelock, and Christy Mizell for USN.
Now I'm assuming they're just going to have to try to get out of a regular press breaker. That's what Coach is drawing up right now, and also a play that is just a run-in-the-mill passing and moving play so that they can maintain passing and they can hold on to the ball.
As you can see on the screen at the moment, each team has 6 team fouls, so the next foul either way will send that team to the foul line with a 1-on-1 opportunity.
And that's a big advantage for HCA there. If they do get in the position where they need to foul, they have that for them.
The Tigers look to throw it in after the 3-point basket. They lead 57-51. Drew gets it into Graham. He looks to get it back, but instead Graham passes over to Quinn. Quinn looks for a teammate. He's got it to Graham. Quinn's fouled. So Quinn will go to the line to shoot 1-and-1. He's fouled by Cole in the backcourt. Will Greenfield checks in for Connell. Little extra rebounding presence for USN.
Foul is called on Hendersonville.
Can't give up an offensive rebound in this situation. That would be devastating.
Definitely not.
Wheelock's first free throw is good, and USN's lead is 7 at 58-51.
Hendersonville's risking those 2 points in order to get another possession. Not sure if they're confident in themselves in getting a steal.
Quinn goes 2 for 2. The Tiger lead is 8, 59-51. Coming forward his shoulders, he gets it over to Cole. Cole looking to go left. The Tigers switch it. He gets around Wheelock, tries to put up a one-hander. No good, and they're going to call a block on Greenfield. He looked set to me under the basket. The foul is not on Greenfield. They're getting Graham.
I'm not sure how that's so.
I believe that's Graham's 4th foul.
That's his 4th.
So he's in a bit of danger here, but we're under a minute remaining, 55.2. Cole knocks down the first free throw, and it's 59-52 Tigers. Hendersonville's coach motions his rear players forward as the Crusaders anticipate pressing. The second free throw is good as well, 59-53 USN. Dibble gets it into Greenfield. Greenfield fakes a pass, now throws it forward to Graham. Graham's open, he's going to try to slow it down. He does, Greenfield's open under the basket, but Graham was fouled. And it appears to be an intentional foul call. So it's going to be 2 free throws for Graham plus the ball for USN.
That's huge for the Tigers right there. To get the ball back and not give the Crusaders another possession, that's big. That could eliminate a 3-point opportunity, one that would matter a ton down the stretch.
Graham makes 1 of 2. So USN's lead is 60-53. The Tigers will keep possession, and the Crusaders are going to have to foul pretty quickly here. I don't think they can wait too long to try to get a steal. Quinn looks to get it in to Drew, and he does. Clock running with 47 seconds. Drew has it in the backcourt. He advances into the front court. He's an excellent foul shooter. Now they get it to William. They get it to Greenfield. He brings it back out. Quinn holding on. Quinn's fouled. Coach Jones didn't like that Quinn held on to the ball instead of moving it around. So Quinn will have to go to the foul line. The Tigers ran off 12 seconds that possession, so that was pretty good. It'll be another 1-and-1 for Quinn. He made 2 his last time at the line. He's made another here. 61-53 Tigers. They lead by 8, 35.8 seconds remaining. Quinn has the ball. Second free throw on the way. It is short. Rebounds loose. Greenfield goes head over heels out of bounds.
That's that hustle you want, though. Greenfield's always hustling for the boards. He doesn't quite have the height that others do on the Tigers' defense, but he's still hustling and always boxing out.
Will Greenfield has an outstanding basketball IQ. You always know that he's going to be not just hustling, but in the right place at the right time.
That's without a doubt. He knows where he needs to be, he knows what he needs to do, and he always makes the right play for the Tigers.
Dibble is fouled in the backcourt by Cole, who crouches with his hands on his knees in what appears to be resignation to his fate as the runner-up in tonight's contest. Dibble's first free throw rattles out, so USN's lead remains 8 at 61-53, 23.9 seconds left in regulation. The second free throw is good, 62-53 Tigers. Crusaders prepare to throw it in. Tigers applying a little bit of pressure just to run some extra time off the clock. Musnug comes forward with Christy Mizell guarding him. Tigers are going to switch everything here. But the Crusaders don't get a screen. They get it over to Cole. Cole launches a 3, banks it in.
They haven't risen the white flag yet.
They're down by 6, but we're down to 6 seconds. Dibble's fouled in the backcourt, and the clock stops with 4.6.
Not enough time here tonight. Still a 6-point game, and with 4.6 seconds left, it doesn't look like you can get 2 possessions out of that. So
Drew will shoot 2 shots. The first is pure.
Like always.
USN's lead is 63-56. And we can make it 64 with the second free throw. Hendersonville gets it in. The Tigers retreat, and the last 4 seconds run off the clock as a deep three-pointer from shoulders is no good. And the game is over. The USN Tigers have won it here at home by a final score of 64-56.
Now, that game seemed a little too close for comfort for me, but the Tigers managed to pull it out. They played an awesome game, both on defense and on offense. Still a lot they can work on, but I'm sure they're happy with this win. And Hendersonville did a great job at competing too. They did an amazing job, both on offense and defense. They shot great threes, and they were able to keep the the great offense of the USN Tigers to 64. Still, a great game overall.
Hendersonville brought a great effort against us tonight, as they always do, but the Tigers came away victorious 64-56. So with that, I think we'll sign off from Sperling Gymnasium. As always, we want to thank all the people involved in bringing you this broadcast, the president of USN Broadcasting, Mr. Joe Oram, and Mr. Will Griffin for all his technical support and equipment. And so for my man Itai Eden, this is Justin Fitzpatrick. Thank you for joining us, and we hope you have a very pleasant, good evening.
Thanks so much, guys. Shout out Kay. Have to.